going to talk about stainless steel frets for a minute here. I do a lot of stainless steel frets. I get a lot of requests to do them, and I do them. And this particular guitar has a problem that stainless steel frets will really emphasize, and that is the stainless steel frets are very, very bright, and they will really amplify any string to fret noise going on. So I did a complete overhaul on this 70s D18, put a different bridge on it, saddle, scalp braces, popsicle brace, tuners, the works. One of the things I did was put 9 stainless steel frets on here. And the guitar got done, and we're playing it, and most people, almost everybody that heard it, says there's a buzz. So we hunted it down, we found out where the buzz was coming from. I checked over the guitar, everything looked solid and tight on it, and I cannot find a single thing going on. So I got a couple more ears in here to help me find this, and we discovered something. So first of all, here's the buzz. Let's go up to here. Right there, there's a high-pitched metallic little buzz that is very prominent right there, especially when you do something, let's say like a little bit of an after ting. So I thought, well, what happens when I put the capo on here? I put the capo on, second fret, play a little G rhythm. Everybody said, well, the buzz is pretty well gone. There's just a tiny little bit in there somewhere, but it's nowhere near what this is. So the answer is getting to be pretty obvious now. I knew it immediately when you get back to this. The difference is that the capo is sitting here. So right away, I went over here and I looked at the clearance. So when I fret the 5th fret, what's it doing at the nut? And right here, that string, it's got a little bit of clearance right there. And we have an issue called the back buzz. And that's where it buzzes in between the fretted note and the nut. Okay? So it's right here. Right there. So I've got to either raise the nut or I have to lower the nut. I probably will lower it because if I raise it, all it's going to do is move that buzz to the 2nd fret. But I need to lower it to where it's doesn't have any room here to vibrate. The reason this comes out so much more with stainless steel frets is because they're bright. Now watch this. I'm going to hammer on, and I'm going to move up the neck, and you watch what happens when I leave the stainless steel frets and go back into the nickel silver, okay? This is just a hammer on here. Look at that. I'm into the nickel silver frets when I get up into here, and the hammer on is like half the volume that it is back here. So you can see what happens is if you're a hard fretter, you're going to get a buzz. You're going to get a tone there that you're not used to hearing. It's not as much up here. It's different, see? Much softer. And so on. So these stainless steel frets are much, much more susceptible to string hitting the fret. It's not a buzz. It's not the string hitting this fret in front of it. It is the string hitting the stainless steel fret. Now, over time, the frets will wear a little bit, the crown goes away, that becomes less and less. The brighter and more resonant the guitar is, the more you're going to hear that. So that's something you got to consider if you're thinking about putting stainless steel frets on a guitar. The big advantage of stainless steel frets, of course, is that they last forever. Unless you have just an iron grip or crank your capo down tight, they're going to last for a long time. So everything is a compromise. When you get a brighter, louder guitar, any kind of noise, rattle, anything is going to amplify so much more than it will when it was a dead guitar. So that's just one of the compromises you have to have. How irritating is this noise to you? You know, in an average band situation, you might not ever hear that. You might not ever notice it. You might like it. It might add a little bit of sizzle and snap to your tone. You know, whatever. You've got to make that decision for yourself. But this is one of the disadvantages of stainless steel frets. When I put Evo frets on, that's this gold titanium stuff right here. It does not have that kind of noise. It's a much duller sound, and it lasts, as far as I can tell, it lasts just as long as stainless steel. The disadvantage, of course, is that the Evo is a gold wire. So if you do gold up to here, and then you still have silver, it might look funny. So really, when I do Evo wire, I've got to do a completely full refret job on it. The gold is not very noticeable. It just doesn't. It's not a noticeable gold when it's on individual frets underneath gold strings. So I don't know. It might not bother you to have 9 or 15 gold frets and then the rest of them silver. I don't know, but on the whole, given a choice between Evo and stainless steel, I go with Evo. I like Evo better. I've got on 2 of my personal mandolins, 1 of my guitars, an electric guitar, a Telecaster neck. I've done several mandolins, several guitars with it. I like Evo better, but they're stainless steel for you. So, alrighty. So we're going to take care of this. Lower that nut slot just a little bit, and hopefully it won't buzz when it's open then, and see what happens.